everybody, it's Jo here with this week's virtual picture news. Let's begin by looking at this week's picture. What can you see? Is there anything you like or dislike? Do you have any questions? Use the clues in the picture and some of the questions that you've asked to help you make a prediction as to what could be happening in the news this week. Let's look at this week's story. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has stated that building new homes is a top priority. The government has announced changes to planning rules aiming to make it easier to build homes in the countryside. Local areas have been set targets to deliver a total of 370,000 new homes each year in England. How does this week's story make you feel? Maybe you feel happy it will become easier to build new homes. Or perhaps building in the countryside angers you. Explore the emotion response grid and share how you feel. Can you explain why you feel this way? Let's look at this week's big question. Should you be allowed to build homes anywhere? This week's picture shows new houses being built in Slough, Berkshire. Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner is making lots of changes to planning rules, aiming to make it easier to build new homes in places that you couldn't before. Many local areas now have the target to collectively build 370,000 homes every year in England. This is part of the government's plan for change, which aims to build 1.5 million homes over 5 years. The reason for these changes and targets is to tackle housing shortages and help grow the economy. This image shows the green belt as of the 31st of March 2023. Greenbelt land is land protected around towns and cities to ensure people have access to nature such as parks and woodland. Grey belt land is used for land that was previously developed, for example a car park or industrial area no longer in use. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer spoke recently about the targets for building new homes. He said, "Of course we want to get the balance right with nature and the environment. But if it comes to a human being wanting to have a house for them and their family, that has to be top priority." Campaign to Protect Rural England, part of the Countryside charity, said, "It is important to remember that most of the green belt is high-value countryside, including ancient woodlands, nature reserves and productive farmland, which play a significant role in producing food and allowing people to access our countryside. Once they're gone, they're gone." Considering this information, do you think that the targets are a good idea overall or not? Explain your response. Think about your own home. What is it like? Has it been built recently? What is your local area like? In your opinion, what is the best thing about living there? Is there anything that you would like to change or improve? What are some of the differences between older houses and newer ones? What do you think makes a place a home? Does everyone have the same response? Take one last look at this week's picture and big question. Share your thoughts. This week's interesting question. Salford Manor in Salford, southwest England, is thought to be the oldest continuously inhabited house in Britain. Inhabited means lived in. How old do you think this house is? Take a guess and let's find out. The answer is about 877 years old. Perhaps you could find out the age and history of some of the buildings in your local area. Reflection. The area and home you live in are part of your quality of life and happiness. When new homes are being built, things like the location and existing wildlife should be considered to ensure the best places are chosen. We absolutely love to hear from you. So don't forget to get in touch and share any of your fantastic thoughts, ideas or challenges. And I'll see you next time.